Beloved, money is not your master. It is not a chain meant to bind your freedom, nor a throne meant to sit above your soul. Money was born to serve you, to be a servant, not a ruler. Yet so many live as prisoners of it. They chase it like a shadow, thinking that if they catch enough of it, they will finally feel whole. But money cannot complete you. It can only amplify the truth that is already within you. When money serves you, it becomes a bridge to freedom, creativity, and contribution. But when you serve money, you become enslaved, your choices dictated by fear, your spirit silenced by the noise of not enough. Today, let us open our eyes to a new understanding that money is energy, a tool, a flow. It is like water. You don't worship it, you use it to nourish your garden. It flows best when you release the grip of fear and allow it to serve the life you were born to live. Money is not who you are. Too often, people attach their worth to the numbers in their bank accounts, their titles, or the possessions they can display to the world. But this is illusion. Money is energy like electricity. Electricity can light up your home, or it can burn it down. The energy itself is neutral. It is how you direct it that matters. When you say, I am poor, I am rich, you confuse identity with circumstance. Your true identity cannot be measured in digits or decimals. It cannot be deposited in a vault or stolen by a thief. Who you are is infinite, divine, and unchanging. Money may come, money may go, but your essence remains untouched. See money for what it truly is, a tool for exchange, a form of energy that allows human beings to create, trade, and experience more. But never confuse the tool with the builder. Never confuse the paper with the person. When you build your identity around money, you live in constant fear of losing it. But when you anchor your identity in your spirit, money becomes flexible. It comes and goes, but it no longer defines you. Ask yourself, do I own my money, or does my money own me? If you find that your mood rises and falls with your balance sheet, you are letting money dictate your emotions. Step back. Remember, it is energy, not identity. Let money flow as it was designing, as a servant to your life, not the dictator of it. Then and only then will you find peace in your relationship with it. Beloved, money is like a magnifying glass. It does not create character, it amplifies it. If a person is kind, money gives them more opportunities to be kind. If a person is greedy, money sharpens their greed. This is why so many misunderstand wealth. They say, money changes people. But money does not change. It exposes, it reveals the hidden parts of us. If you plant a seed of fear, money will water it and make it grow. If you plant a seed of generosity, money will multiply that generosity until it touches countless lives. This truth invites us to look inward. Before asking for more money, ask yourself, who am I becoming? What qualities in me will expand when abundance flows my way? Because money will only multiply what is already present. If you are unhappy and believe money will heal that unhappiness, you will be disappointed. If you are unfulfilled and hope will fulfill you, you will still feel empty when you receive it. Money cannot fill a void of the soul. Only purpose, love, and connection can. But when you live in alignment with generosity, joy, and gratitude, money becomes a tool to amplify those qualities. It becomes a megaphone for your heart. The world does not need more people chasing wealth. It needs more people with open hearts, empowered with resources to serve humanity. Remember, money does not change who you are. It shows the world who you already are. Beloved, fear is the true master that enslaves, not money. Money itself is harmless, like a coin resting on a table. But fear surrounding money, fear of not having enough, fear of losing it, fear of not being worthy of it, this is what chains the soul. When fear rules your relationship with money, every decision becomes small. You choose jobs you hate because you fear not surviving without them. You shrink your dreams because you fear they are too expensive. You settle for less because fear whispers, what if you fail? What if you end up with nothing? This is slavery, not because money has power, but because fear has stolen your freedom. But here is the truth, and enough is not a number in a bank, it is a state of mind. There are people with millions who still feel poor, and people with little who radiate wealth. The chains are not external, they are in the mind. The only way to break free is to shift from fear to trust. Trust that money flows in and out like the tide. Trust that your creativity, your effort, and your alignment with purpose will always open new doors. Trust that abundance is not rare, but everywhere, waiting for you to notice it. When you stop letting fear dictate your relationship with money, you reclaim your power. You stop being a servant and start being a master. You realize money was never the jailer fear was. And when fear dissolves, freedom begins. Beloved, gratitude is the secret key that unlocks the river of abundance. Imagine money as water flowing through a channel. Gratitude widens the channel, allowing more water to pass through. Ungratefulness narrows it until the flow stops. Why is this so? Because when you are grateful, you focus on what you already have. You radiate a vibration of enoughness, and the universe responds by sending more. When you complain, you declare lack, and lack attracts more lack. Gratitude is not a trick to get more. It is the recognition that you already have enough. And in that recognition, abundance multiplies. Try this each morning instead of worrying about what you lack. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Feel the gratitude deeply. Watch how your day changes. Opportunities you never noticed before will appear. Doors you thought were closed will open. Gratitude turns scarcity into plenty. Money loves to flow where it is appreciated. When you honor what you have, even if it is small, you create space for more. When you dishonor it, you block the flow. Gratitude is the magnet. It does not just attract money. It attracts peace, joy, and opportunities. It transforms not just your bank account, but your life. Beloved, money was born for purpose. It was never meant to be hoarded in fear or worshipped in greed. It was designed to serve, to fund dreams, heal burdens, and give life to visions that uplift humanity. Ask yourself, what is the purpose of the money I seek? If the answer is only survival, you will always feel behind. But if the answer to express your gifts, help others, and create something meaningful, then money will serve you like a faithful ally. Money is like fire. In the hands of one with purpose, it warms homes, cooks food, and lights the dark. In the hands of one without purpose, it burns everything down. When you tie money to purpose, it flows naturally. People are drawn to those who are clear about their vision. Investors support them. Opportunities surround them. Why? Because money recognizes purpose. It wants to flow where it is useful, not where it sits idle. So align your finances with your mission. Use money as a servant of your calling, not other way around. Let it fund your growth, your contribution, your legacy. When money serves purpose, it fulfills its highest role. Beloved, what is wealth without freedom? Too many pursue fortune only to find themselves trapped in obligations, trapped in endless work, trapped in fear of losing it. They become rich in money, but poor in peace. The true purpose of money is to create freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of choice, freedom to live aligned with your heart. If you gather millions but sacrifice your health, your joy, or your soul, then fortune has ruled you. But if money gives you space to breathe, to create, to love, then it has served you well. Do not confuse fortune with freedom. Fortune is measured in numbers. Freedom is measured in peace. The goal is not to die with the most, but to live with the most freedom. True wealth is waking up without chains. It is choosing your path without fear. It is having enough to give, to share, to experience without being enslaved by the constant hunger for more. Money was born to help you reach this freedom. When used wisely, it lightens your load, not adds to it. It is a tool, not a trophy. Seek freedom first, and money will serve you in ways fortune alone never could. Beloved, as we stand at the end of this reflection, let us return to the truth. Money is not a god to be worshipped, nor a master to be feared. It is a servant born to carry your dreams, to support your freedom, and to multiply the love and purpose you bring into this world. If you let money rule you, it will keep you restless, chasing shadows that never satisfy. But if you place it in its rightful role as a tool and a servant, you will discover a freedom far richer than fortune. You will walk with lightness, knowing that money can build, but it can never define. It can flow, but it can never own. True wealth is not found in possession, but in peace. It is not measured in digits, but in the depth of your freedom, the strength of your purpose, and the fullness of your gratitude. So I say to you, let money serve your vision. Let it be the bridge, not the destination. Let it amplify your love, not your fear. Let it bow to your soul, never the other way around. For when money is your servant, you are truly free. And in that freedom, you will live not just with wealth in your hands, but with abundance in your heart.